So, hello guys, and welcome back to Chess with Ayush. And guys, as you can see on the screen, I have just defeated the 2200 bot. Also, guys, you won't believe that I have. It hasn't been even 1 hour since I have uploaded the 2000 rated bot video, and I have just defeated the 2200 bot. Also, actually, this game wasn't really good. I played really accurate in the opening. As you can see, I have a 95 accuracy, but I didn't play it really well. But I don't know how I managed to defeat him. I don't think this game is actually worthy of making a video. But guys, I defeated 2200, which is really a big thing. So I thought, why not? I should analyze this game also. So I was white. So actually, I take the white pieces whenever I'm playing with such high rated bots because I should have some advantage at least against him. I know that I'm not as strong as him, but I should have at least some advantage. So I took the white pieces. I began with an e4, e6. This is actually, I don't know this opening. This is French, I think. This is a French defense. He played e4, e6, knight to f3, pawn to d5, e takes d5, e takes d5, pawn to d4, blocking his pawn on the d file, knight to c3, attacking my pawn, and knight to c3. Sorry, he played knight to c6 actually, attacking my pawn. I played knight to c3, developing my other knight also. Dark squared bishop to b4, attacking my knight. I played bishop to e3. He played bishop to f6, developing his knight and also trying to castle in the next move. I played queen to e2. So guys, the I think that I played this move because I thought that I can castle in the next move. I can long castle, and also if he had just rather of playing this, if he had just taken, then it would have given me the doubled pawn. And in the last video only, I have taught you that doubled pawn are really weak, so I didn't wanted that also. So now after this, if he had taken, then I can take with the queen, and I don't have double pawns anymore. So he didn't took, and he short castled. I played this move, threatening to take his bishop in the next move. He played knight to e4 and threatening to take my queen. So guys, here's another lesson I wanted to tell you. So the lesson here is, like you can see right now, I am attacking his bishop. But guys, you should always if your piece is under attack, you can do two things. You can actually three things. You can give a check, you can protect that piece simply, or you can attack a more worthy piece of the opponent. So right now he has not protected it, he has rather attacked my queen. So if I had taken right now, that would just be a blunder because I give up my queen, which is really a really strong piece than a bishop. It is actually the strongest piece. So I cannot not also take this knight because then also my queen will be hanging. So I played this move and protected my knight and as well as my queen. He took with the bishop. I had to take with the pawn because now I cannot take with this because he can take with the knight. So I took with the pawn. He took his knight back. So now I cannot also long castle because now this is just so weak because my b file is really weak and there's nothing to protect that, and his rook on a8 can easily attack my king. So I played this move, bishop to e2, so that now I can short castle. He played bishop to f5, attacking my queen. I took it one step back. He played bishop to a5, trying to come in the c4 square. So I didn't took much tension about that move, and I simply short castled and got my king into safety. He played the move bishop to knight to c4 as I told you he can. So I took it. He takes back with his knight. And now his knight was also attacking my queen, so I got a step back, and now I was also planning to give a sack here. So guys, I really like to sack my bishop here. Like for example, if I had played this, I really usually sack this bishop here because after this we have a really nice attack, and if he's not careful, oh actually this is a nice move because it protects my knights from coming in. But if he plays some move like this, I can play this and it would be really difficult for him to defend. So I usually sack my bishop there, but in this condition I didn't. So after this move, he played rook to e8. I played a knight to e5, blocking his rook's attack. He took with a knight. I take back with my pawn. and he took back with his rook. I protected my bishop again, and also threatening to discovered attack on the rook. So guys, this discovered attack is an attack. For example, if right now his king had been, for example, he had played this move and this move, then I can simply play this move, and this gives a check, and he has to move his king. And now guys, my bishop was in between the rook, his rook and my rook, and after this move there is nothing between that, and I can take it in the next move. So this is always a threat, so I played, that is why I played this move, rook to e1. He played pawn to b6, and guys, this is where I blundered. Actually, after this move I could have even designed, because now I was just a piece down. Actually, after I thought that I can attack his queen by playing this move g5. I was also thinking that there might be some blunder in this move, but I played it anyway. So after this move, the blunder was, guys, can you find the blunder actually? So if he cannot take like this, because I can just win his queen. So guys, there's a different pattern to take here which can give him the advantage. So he first takes here. I have one only move which, because it's a check, I have to take with my queen. It's a forced move, and now he takes it. So guys, earlier my bishop was protected by my queen, but now as I have taken it on e1, his rook on e1, so now my queen is no more protecting the bishop, and now it's free. So he takes it, and he's just a piece up. But guys, I didn't design, because my queen was there, and also a rook. I was just a piece down, which is really big advantage for an opponent who is 2200 rated. So he was very strong, and guys, I had an idea of back rank checkmating him. So guys, if you don't know what back rank checkmate is, I will taught you here. You can even see this. This is what I did in the game only. So I played this. I played queen to e2. He played queen to f6. I played rook to e1. So now both my queen and the rook were in the same line and attacking towards his king. And guys, he blundered. So as you can see, the bar was earlier in his favor. You can see the bar on the top, where the analysis is going on, if you don't know how to see the bar. So see, right now you can see a really small portion of white and a big portion -7. So he has a +7 advantage right now, but after this move it is all white, and this was a big blunder by him. Actually, if you see right now, it looks like, oh, it's a free pawn and you can take it. But no, guys, it's a big blunder, because I played this move. And now you can see this is a back rank where the king has just castled, and he is behind the safety of 3 pawns, and he cannot move anywhere right now. See, he cannot move anywhere. Oh, he can only move in the last row, which is covered all over by my queen. And now he has only one move, taking with the a8 rook, and he takes it, and I take it back with my e1 rook, and it's a checkmate because he cannot move anywhere. And guys, this was really crazy game. I don't know how I managed to defeat a 2200 rated chess computer by being one piece down. And guys, this was just crazy. I usually design these positions when I'm one piece down against a chess computer, chess.com bot, but I didn't design, and it paid off for me, and I won this game. I'm really happy that I am continuously defeating these chess bots, and I'm really happy. And I will keep on uploading videos on the channel. If you're enjoying the videos, keep on liking and subscribe and share these videos. I hope you're enjoying the content, and this was Ayush signing off.